Yeah. Now this video is not how to install or how to put together a closet-made shelf cabinet, because there are so many different types and different designs. Basically, I just wanted to let you know, read your directions and set it all out, put it together, and I know you can do it. All right, cool. We've got almost a cabinet here, and I've got a piece here that gets nailed on the back side like that. Okay, make sure you put that on right because you want the finished side facing on the inside. But before I nail that on there, I'm going to square this cabinet up. And do you know how to know if this box is squared? You're going to take a diagonal from point to point with your tape measure. I got 75 3/4, and I hold it at the very same place down there. And I come up here, and I got 75 5/8. So I know I've got to rack this just a little bit like that. And granted, this piece here, as long as I have it nicely even all the way around, that should square it up too. But that's how you square something up. You take diagonals, okay? That's just below 75 3/4. That's 11/16, and that's 11/16. 75 and 11/16. So I know that's square. And I've got a fixed cabinet shelf here, so I want to get a row of nails there too. I looked at my directions, and it told me how far to measure down, or I can put a little pencil mark on both sides or whatever. Okay. Then I can set this on there. And it's giving me nails, and I'm going to look at that, and I'm going to line this up, and so I got just almost a 1/16 on both edges. So if I keep that the same all the way down, that should line up, and it looks like it's going to. Okay, ready to nail that on. Keep it going. Just read your directions step by step, and you'll be able to do it. Okay, that went on pretty good. This thing is going to be heavy now. I got to stand this up. Just going to be kind of careful with it, because I'm going to have to carry it into the other room. But before I do that, let's take a quick meander. Okay, see, I've got the hinges set up on that side because I want the door over here to the left. That's what it's going to look like. This is all set up for adjustable shelves. Here's the fixed shelf that kind of holds the cabinet together, so that has to go there. And see that piece in the back? That's a little 1x3 up there, because I'm going to have to pre-drill into there, and I want to find one stud. That's all I got to do is find one stud in there so I can screw that in at the top. That's the only thing that's going to hold that straight up there. What do you think? See, then the door is going to fit on there, and I'll put a lock on that, and I can fill that all the way up with stuff. I can have a couple adjustable shelves in there. I've got my golf clubs. Remember, I've got to make sure my golf clubs fit in there. So if they go up pretty high, you know, up in here, maybe I only have enough room for one adjustable shelf or something like that. Okay, so now before I take that in there, I've got to go into the other room, and I want to find that stud. Let's just take a measure. Remember, it was 6 feet, so just below 6 feet. So I know I'm going to put a mark right in here somewhere on the wall, 69 and a half, 70 inches or so. Okay, let's go on in to the other room, 70 inches or so. Okay, and I know it's going to be up right up in there somewhere. Measure up about 70 inches. right in there. See, the shelf was just in the way. Had that shelf been up a little bit higher, I could have slipped this right underneath that, couldn't I have? But it wasn't. And now, I know there's at least one stud within this 24 inches. And I can just literally knock on the wall. See, that's hollow right there. Hear how it goes up a little bit higher pitched? And it feels a little bit tighter right there. That's where the stud is. See, that's hollow again. The stud is right in there somewhere. And so I can do a little probing. I'm going to grab a little tiny nail so I can poke around a little bit. Because main thing is I want to get the center of that stud so that when I drill in there, I'm going to have enough room to hit it. I don't want to just measure there and say, oh, that's close enough, and then find out when I put the screw in there, I hit the edge of the stud, or I just barely miss, and I'm like, okay, which way is it from the screw? To the left, to the right? And pretty soon I'm fishing with it. I don't like doing stuff like that. Okay, so I'll have to find a nail. Be right back.